We have recently hit 7,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful for that landmark, but now we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so it would be greatly appreciated if you could take 1 second out of your day to drop a sub on the channel. Enjoy the rest of the video. Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy No Limit Dots here, back with another video. And before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you all out there, the all kings and queens, and I hope you all are having a very blessed day. And in today's video, I'm bringing you guys another NBA replica build type of player, and it is going to end up being a replica Trae Young build. Personally, one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA. And I think, like, genuinely, like, his playstyle kind of replicates like what a lot of people are trying to do. You know, growing up, going into high school, college, and like coming into the NBA, his playstyle is very relatable, and a playstyle that is probably being you know, highly taught to a lot of young guards with aspirations of playing at a high level. But nonetheless, to start off with this build, we're gonna go with a point guard 6'2". We're gonna go with basically minimum weight 168 pounds, and then the wingspan is gonna drop all the way down to 6'5". Before we do get into the attributes I'm gonna give Trae Young, let's quickly go over his career total attributes. I mean, he was a part of probably one of the biggest, I guess you could say, win-win trades in NBA history. The Mavs traded Trae Young for Luka Doncic, and of course the Hawks ended up trading Luka for Trae. So far for Trae's career, he's averaging 25.5 points per game, 9.3 assists per game, while shooting 35% from three. Total from the field, he's at 43.7, and then his free throw percentage is an 87.6. So he's a very good point guard. I mean, he is a point guard that also just scores like a shooting guard. You know, I always tell you guys, there's some point guards that are they're shooting, but excuse me, there are some point guards in the league that they're really just shooting guards masqueraded as point guards. But Trae Young truly is a playmaker. So let's go ahead and get into the build. To start off with the driving layup, we're going to end up putting the driving layup on this build. It's going to be very high. Trae Young, really, I don't even know if I've ever seen him dunk the basketball, so he's not going to have any driving dunk. We're going to put the driving layup all the way up to a 90 driving layup, which is going to get you things like Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame Acrobat, Hall of Fame Float Game, Pro Touch Scooper. A lot of good stuff going on there in terms of badges. Then moving on to the shooting, we're going to put the three ball all the way up to 96. The midi is going to be an 85, and the free throw is going to end up being a 92, right? I get it. Trae Young, usually when I tell you guys, I base my three-point percentage off a player's percentage, right? But if we had to say limitless range, like who in the NBA deserves gold limitless range, like who can shoot from the deepest in the NBA, you say Trae Young, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry. I might be missing some people, but like just straight off the top of my head, those are the three that come to mind, like right away, those three. But then moving, I mean, you could make an argument if you want to put this three ball to 92. I wouldn't put it any lower than 92 though, for sure. That is for sure. But I do think he also does a good job at working the midi. I put the midi to an 84 actually, because that's what gives you gold midi magician. Then the pass accuracy, what we're going to want to do here for now is we're going to want to put up to an 87 pass accuracy. I think that really does resemble his 9.3 assist average over his entire career. Then moving into the ball handle, we're going to end up putting this up to a 92 ball handle. So you're not going to end up getting Steve Francis dribble style. Not dribble style, excuse me. You're not going to get Steve Francis size up, but you're going to end up getting every single other dribble move in the entire game. And then speed of ball is going to be at a 90. So on this build, you're going to end up with gold speed booster, not Hall of Fame. Then one attribute I was kind of surprised about, he's actually averaging a steal a game over his career. So I wish I could have gave him some steal, but it's literally impossible. We're going to keep the speed at 85, of course. That's tied to the 90 speed of ball. Very important you don't lower that. The acceleration, we're going to put this to a 90. The strength is at 40. The vertical stays at 55. And then the stamina, you could go ahead and put up to a 99 stamina. And you got a little bit left over. So I guess that's why I ended up putting the free throw there, the mid-range, to an 85. And you got literally one more attribute point. So we're going to put one on the defensive rebounding just to help out your boys. You know, that 26 defensive board is going to come in handy, man. It's really going to come in handy. But to go over to just to quickly recap, you have a crazy driving layup. You could shoot from anywhere basically on the... Actually, I'm not going to say that. Right now, limitless range is kind of broken. But you know what? We all could keep faith. You will be able to shoot from almost anywhere. Hopefully, they revert it back to how it was day 1, day 2, day 3 of the game until the first patch hit, and limitless range just hasn't been the same since. But overall, this is a very Trae Young build. Comment down below, guys, what you would make, what you would change and make different about the build to resemble Trae Young more. But let's go ahead and continue. Show you guys the shades. I always tell you guys the shades are most of the time pretty inaccurate, but this one is pretty spot on. You get Steve Nash, Trae Young, and Steph Curry, and you're considered a playmaking 3-level threat, which is not going to be a rare build name, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and pick our team and show you guys the animations, the jump shot, all that type of good stuff. Because like I always tell you guys, man, in order to be a good 2K player, in order to be a 100% complete 2K player, it comes down to this. Comes down to 50% having a good build, 25% having all the good animations, and then the last 25% is going to be your IQ, your stick skill, all that type of stuff. Right? So let's go ahead. Right now, they do got a cool event going on. It's top 5. You play the rec, and then you get like 5 scores in the rec, and that puts you on a leaderboard. Let me just quickly show you guys that, because that's really cool, honestly. We've never really had a rec event. I'm 8,600. I mean, I literally only played 5 rec games. You could see they were all in a row, and then until once I got my 5, and then I got the 65 score, I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. But yeah, that is pretty crazy to get 227,000 in 5 games. That dude must have put like 70 or 80 points each game. But nonetheless, let's go ahead into the animations. Start off with the jump shot, because that's probably what you guys are going to want the most on this jump shot. You're going to want to go with Steph Curry base. Then the release, you could either go, I see Trae Young, but I go Darius Garland. You could go, I'm saying you could go Trae Young if you would like. Then for the second release, you can't change it. I would go Oscar. And then you want to go 80% Oscar, 20% Garland. You don't want to mess around with this. Just keep it like this. Just trust the process. I also do shoot on set point. Then the layup style, you're going to want Trae Young layup style. Go with Trae Young layup style. Dribble pull up normal 2. Spin jumper Trae Young. Hop jumper Davion Mitchell. Okay. Post hop Kobe. Post fade is going to be Kobe. Motion style put on Alex Caruso. Then going ahead and moving into the dribble moves. Pass style, I like to rock none. That's just me personally though. Your signature size up, like I said on this build, you don't get Steve Francis. So what we're going to want to do on this build is go Trae Young, DeRozan, or Garland. I would go either of these 3. They all pretty much are the same, to be honest. Your escape moves. I know a lot of people are going to tell you Trae Young, but honestly, Kemba Walker is just better. Kemba Walker is 100% certified better. I've been rocking, and that's come from a guy that's been rocking Trae Young for like 3 years now. Kemba Walker is better. Your crossover, James Harden. Your behind the back is going to end up being Jamal Murray. For the hesitation, I would go Kevin Durant or John Wall. Probably just John Wall. I actually wouldn't. I always recommend John Morant, but I would actually not even do that one anymore because it does put you out of bounds a lot. Your step back, you're going to go Steph Curry. I have been saying for the longest, Kemba or James Harden. I've been saying James Harden or John Wall, but I've come around on Steph Curry, and I'm going to go Steph Curry for sure. And then that is going to be all the dribble animations that I'm going to give you, as well as the jumpers and the dribble pull-up and spin jumper, hop jumper, post hop shot, and post fade. If you guys did overall enjoy the Trae Young replica build video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And it's been your boy, No Limit Dots, and I'm out. Peace.